Thursday. I've been waiting on your return. Woo! You off key, girl. How you doing? This is Jamaica with Jamaica Life. And we got an unboxing and a planting. So, this one is from Alvaro. But we'll find out what the name of is it. This one is from Fan Planet. Apparently, I ordered some Celesty figs from them. So here we go. It's the unboxing. Oh gosh. They usually come in good. I got a couple of them. I got one right there that is wilting, but it's still green, so that's a good thing. It is dry. I got it today when it came in, and I could tell the pods are dry. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put them in a bowl. So these are the Celesty figs, right? Let me put that right here, because I don't think I ordered the same type of plant, but I'll see because I got another box over here. Here is Cavendish Dwarf Bananas. They came in quick. Oh, this one looks a little rough. All right. But they're still green. See that? We're gonna put them in 4-inch pots after I soak them. Glad I didn't do this on live because I definitely cannot plant them. I'm gonna have to soak them for about 30 minutes. So definitely cannot put them directly in the pot. I want to make sure that that little pod that they grow in is soaked. All right. So I'm gonna put this back in here. Right, that's one box down. I got another one over here. I don't remember. I ordered so much stuff. I got a problem, y'all. I'm a plant fanatic. I keep most of them alive, though. I sure do, especially if they're perennials or trees. I sure do. Oh, these look good. What are you? Who are you? They put it, man, whoever packed this, let me show some of y'all how some, now that this one, I mean, they're good. And these are a little bit smaller. I think these are like $27, $28 for 4 each, right? I don't remember. I think this one is from Etsy though. Man, let me show you how they pack this thing. So there's just a piece of paper here, right? They probably had them wrapped. Look at here. Yeah, I paid more for these because the pot's bigger. They put sticks in there. This thing doesn't move, look. It is in there. They taped it to the bottom of the box. They put sticks in there to hold it down like a ladder. I could turn this thing upside down because it's in plastic, it's wrapped in plastic, and nothing will happen to it. It does not move. And the difference between, well, these are smaller. The difference between this box and this box is a lot. See that? Sometimes I know this is Etsy. I know it's Etsy. Sometimes I get, see that? And it's nothing but a bamboo stick. This bamboo stick is cheap. I have some. In fact, I threw some out. And that little bamboo stick, cutting that bamboo stick and wrapping the whole thing in plastic saved the plant. So who is this from? Pakistan mulberries. I ordered those again. I think I got those already. I know I got those already. Yeah, this is from Etsy. Definitely. No, it's from Amazon Marketplace. Pakistan mulberry 6 to 8 inch sweet live starter plant sets. Why did I buy some more Pakistan mulberries? Well, now they're here now. So I got 2 of them for well, they were like $20 each. Pakistan mulberries are expensive, by the way. Look, you see them popping their doggone heads up, and there's one over there. And the thing is, when they get on the ledge, she jumped back down because most likely it's a she. I ordered 2 males and about, I don't know how many females, a bunch of females. Because I don't want to buy them no more. And I'm getting rid of all these mutt birds I got. one way or another. All right, there we go. Trying to close my knife. All right, so I still need the knife. So these are the Pakistan mulberries, right? Everything needs to be watered. So let me go and get, where's my water? It's up there. Let me go and get some water, and we're gonna soak these in a bowl, and we're gonna give these some water, and then we'll put them in a thing. Let's get it. Okay. I have a pitcher of water here for the Pakistan mulberries, but the figs and the bananas, they need to soak. So this one, I'm gonna take the little rubber band off. All right. Take this yellow leaf off. See that? Take that off. You're gonna soak it in some water. It's floating because it doesn't have any water in it. Okay, and here's another one. Banana. Dale. Hey, do I need to kick y'all out? They're over here playing. I don't want them to play right now. I want them to be quiet. I will lock you up, dog. See, they won't stand up. There we go. Okay, I got the bananas. I got the bananas in. All right, there we are. And here is the Celestia. I might be saying it wrong. Well, figs. Figs are easy to grow, y'all, usually. Don't make me out of a lie, fig, okay? They're easy to grow usually. Look at this. This thing is really dry. It's really dry. And this one is wilted bad. This one right here, look at that. That's what I get for getting them at the end of July and August. And here goes the Pakistan mulberries. They're the same size. Let me show you something. Well, they're probably a little bit bigger. The size of the pot does matter. It matters. It makes the plant look bigger. But at least I don't have to repot these yet, unless the roots are showing. I'll know in a minute. Pakistan mulberries. The reason why I like Pakistan mulberries is because I need my knife. I cut myself all the time, y'all. I shouldn't jinx myself, but I am not a good knife owner, I guess. I'm not careful with the cutlery. Not careful enough. I cut myself all the time. I guess if you work with knives and stuff like this, it's bound to happen. Some people have more accidents than others. And think I'm just above 50%. Let's pay attention to what I'm doing. That's what I need to do. Okay, so this thing is wrapped up good and tight. I don't want to break off my branch. So, you hear them? My old dog is just looking at them like, y'all gonna get thrown out. They are. Okay. And then the flies coming. Just a minute. Let me go upside somebody. I'm not going upside anybody's head. I'm putting them outside. I don't know what time it is, but it's getting dark. It's been drizzling a little bit. But you see that cone right there? That's the cone head of Miss Daisy and her puppy playing in here. And I'm trying to work. All right, so I got the Pakistan, also very dry. Get these rubber bands out of here. Very dry. This is cocoa coir for sure. This is not soil. This has to be upplanted. And I see roots. That's good, right? No complaints here. I got roots. I got roots. Here's number 2. I don't think I ordered the Pakistan mulberry from Amazon. Amazon's on the ball, y'all. They are on the ball. So all of the stores are on the ball. I think they know, hey, we better keep the customers we got, keep them happy, and keep them coming. Because this stuff got here quick. All right. Years ago when I was younger, I used to be skeptical about buying stuff online. I was real skeptical when I bought them chicks. First, I ordered the Brahmas, because that's what I want. Brahmas and those little guys right there, right? Sea Brights. And I couldn't find Sea Brights here. And when I did find Sea Bright, $60 for one little Sea Bright was $60. One. I was like, I'll be doggone if I pay $60 for a Sea Bright. I'm gonna find some Sea Brights. That's what I'm gonna do. And I ain't gonna have no other birds to contaminate my population. So here goes another Pakistan mulberry. They look good, y'all. And I got 2 for like $40 or 37 something, right? And these 4 were 20 something. The banana and the fig. Shoot, I'm upset about that little one that's all wilted up. Yeah, this is cocoa core for sure. It's just going right through it. So I'm gonna sit these in here and we'll be back in 30 minutes. Well, I was gonna go live and plant my seeds, but that didn't work out. I don't know what's going on with my internet. Get rid of one, then you have a problem with another. So today's video is about, I was gonna start some seeds, but I got some seedlings that look like they've seen better days. So let's go ahead and replant these seedlings. I got some bananas in here, and these are tissue culture. See that? That's why I want to plant them. They didn't look like that a day or two ago. So they need to be upplanted. So we'll start off with the banana plants. There's 4 of them, and then we'll move on to the figs. So we are going to upplant some tissue culture banana plants. And I have already give you the intro for this, so you should see that first. So let's get right to it. I got some soil over here, and this is not compost like I normally use. This is some soil that was recommended to me by somebody who was a gardener. So we'll see if it works. Rumor has it that a lot of people use it, and it does seem familiar. It might be what my neighbor uses. So when she gives me seedlings, it feels and looks like this soil. It doesn't have to necessarily be this soil though. So all I'm doing is pulling the tissue culture out, the little banana plant. I'm gonna pinch this bad leaf off because I want the photosynthesis, but I want this plant to put its energy into healthy leaves. I'm leaving some leaves there because it needs to absorb some light, but then those bad leaves, the plant will struggle to keep those leaves alive. And in my opinion, some things need to let go. Like split ends in your hair. Not that I can talk right now about hair. You need to let them go in order for them to grow up nice and strong and beautiful. So I'm just filling these pots up about halfway. That's one of my dogs, y'all. Same thing is happening with this one. Wow, this one looks like it's 2 banana plants. I'm gonna leave it alone though. And I think it has tissue around it, but I can't get it off. I'm just gonna disturb it a little bit and try to get this tissue. It is tissue on here. Try to get this tissue off. Not working. I'm just gonna try to split it up a little bit so that the roots can escape. It can escape this tissue. Right now, it's they're just wrapping themselves around, and That's never good. But there is tissue around this thing. Either that or it's root bound. So I'm just moving those roots around, giving them a chance to thrive, right? And I'm gonna take this bad leaf off. I'll tell you how I feel about bad leaves, like split ends. And we're gonna go ahead and backfill it with soil. There we go. I got that cover for the thing in the garage. I don't feel like going to get it right now. So now we have two banana plants done. Get another pot. Fill it about halfway. Get all this debris and move it out of the way. Got a lot going on here today. I got a little thing of water too. I did moisten this soil. I did not put extra fertilizer on here because this is new soil, so it says that it has fertilizer on it. Let me disturb these roots. I think the leaves are turning yellow because they didn't come in that way, because they've been sitting in that water. I'm supposed to do this within about 30 minutes to 24 hours. I've been letting this sit in the water for a long time. I'm not gonna say how long, but it's more than that. More than it was supposed to be. I'll try to straighten this banana bush out. I have a plantain in the greenhouse. I don't have bananas. All the bananas that I've started or I've received so far have not made it. So this is like my third time with bananas. I'll get it. I'm gonna keep trying until I get it. Something gotta give, right? Yeah, it's me. It's me, not the plant. So I'm doing something wrong. All I'm doing is taking this stuff. See that? I'm just taking it and moving it around. I want my roots to be free. See that? Most time I don't do this. Most time I could take tissue off, but this time it seems like the roots is root bound. So I'm just gonna move it around. Even though it's a baby plant, I'd rather for it to go into a little bit of shock and be able to spread its roots out than to keep it going in a circle. Root bound is when the roots go around in a circle and circle, and it basically strangles itself out. It's like a snake eating its tail. You don't want that, right? Got this bad leaf right here. I'm gonna take that one off. And just like that, I got our 4 banana plants done. Next thing we're gonna do is going to be the figs. Now the figs came in. Oh man, it came back. The figs came in. They didn't look good. I think it's Celesty. I hope I'm saying it right. Forgive me, y'all. Sometimes my pronunciation is wrong. I don't claim to know it all. Not far from perfect. So I'm just gonna take some of this. See that tissue on there? I want that stuff to come off. Some of it. I couldn't get it off on the bananas, but this it looked like I can get it off. So I'm gonna pull that off. They don't recommend you do this. This is just something I do. So I want my roots to be free. Okay. And I'll put my little fig in there. Figgy poo. Figgy poo. And pinch it down. Yeah, the bananas didn't like the extra water, but the figs certainly did, because some of the figs, I didn't think one of them was gonna make it, but now I can't tell which one it was, so that's good. Figs are vibrant though. Figs will make it if you take care of them. When they come in a little like this, if you take care of them, most of the time they'll make it, unless they're real bad off when you get them. I have received some that have passed away on me, but not many. Not many at all. And all I'm doing is I have a bucket down here with some soil, and I'm just filling this thing up. It don't take long to do this stuff. You just gotta make yourself do it. Like anything in life, you gotta work for something. You can't just sit around and expect things to come to you. You gotta reach out. You gotta put some work in. This is not a lot of work. Procrastination though, that's what gets me. for me. Yeah, pinch some of these leaves off. I'm gonna pinch some of the lower leaves off so I could bury it a little bit deeper. I don't want it to. I want them to rot, not on the tree. Oh, my nose is itchy, y'all. So it's the second one. Yay! It's over here. All right, now get another one out. Pull this off. The more you grow, the more you know, or the more you do, the more you know. Now you can't figure everything out by yourself, but just watching. Some people can learn by watching. I learn by doing. Take these baby leaves off on the bottom. Make sure I get enough soil in here. I leave about 1 inch of head space for watering purposes, but I don't want any of the leaves to be buried. If the leaf is gonna be under the soil, I pinch it off. So that's 3 figs done. Grab another one. Another thing that I do is I keep my pots. Now these pots were not free, I bought them. So I use them over and over again. But when I initially started, I was using Dixie cups, styrofoam cups, anything I could find. And then when I started making a little bit of money on this channel, I used it, I reinvested it into supplies for my garden. Doesn't cost a lot to, actually I spend more in the garden than I make, but I will be doing this whether I was on YouTube or not. And you know, this is probably my first love, gardening. Gardening and growing things, not just plants. I don't like, I remember one of my family members took me to a chemical plant. I was not impressed. I didn't want to be there. Everybody ain't the same, and there's nothing wrong with people who do that type of work. I no hate, we need them, but that's not my thing. We're not all alike. I'm not impressed by that stuff. I'm impressed by people who grow trees. I'm like, oh man, look at her, look at him, look at their garden. Oh my God, that's fabulous. Have I ever had garden envy? I don't think so. I may have. I may have 1 or 2. No. No. I get inspired most of the time by what people do. The only time I get a little bit upset is when they won't tell me how they did it. I'd be like, come on, share. And so, you know, I gotta talk to myself. I try to evaluate myself. I spend a lot of time alone and thinking of, you know, not only what I went through during the day, but how I could have reacted better, or I check myself. I try to. Now I get checked by my friends too, so, you know, there's always that, because sometimes you don't see everything. You can't see everything. But I check myself. I'll be like, okay, where is this feeling come from? Most of the time, jealousy, any type of jealousy, is based in fear. Fear that person is doing better than you, or sometimes it's envy. Envy is when you don't think they deserve it. You think it was just luck. A lot of things, most things are not luck. Most things come when people do hard work. And we as gardeners know that, or we should know that. Now, I mean, sometimes we get a little discouraged because you saw my tomato patch. That joker bit the dust. But you know what? It's not always going to be, you're not always going to have an optimal garden. You're not going to always have things grow the way you want. One crop might be doing well, another crop won't. Or everything does great, or everything doesn't do great. Every year is going to be different, and you should learn a lesson in that. Now, if you don't get any lessons, you're probably not doing anything. I remember years ago, I mean, you're not, so I don't like people talking down to me, and I don't like being talked down to. I try not to do the things that I don't want people to do to me. So there is no gardener or no person who knows everything. That's why it's an adventure, it's a journey. So garden envy and being jealous and stuff like that is just a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. Waste of energy. And sometimes, you gotta check yourself. You gotta check to see where these emotions are coming from. Because you might think you're right and you might be dead wrong. What did they say? The road to hell is paved with good intentions. You didn't intend to, you thought you're helping people out when you were actually either turning them off. Because some people, if you talk down to them, they get discouraged and they won't do anything. Everybody does not have a strong will. No, or a strong will in certain things. They may be good at one thing and not good at another thing. And some people are very sensitive to I know I am sensitive to criticism, or sensitive to the way people approach them. You got to watch how you approach people, because you'll turn them off, and you are responsible for that, turning them off to anything. Plants, animals, God, whatever you believe in, or whatever they believe in. So you have to check yourself. Intolerance is a bad thing. Bad thing. Intolerance and jealousy and there's the sins. What is it? Laziness, sloth, being slothful, lazy, sloth, greed, envy, jealousy. There's a whole bunch of them. They're called the 7 deadly sins if you want to look them up. So you got to check yourself to make sure that you don't fall into one of those categories. And none of us are beyond reproach. None of us. We all have to either check each other or check ourselves. Evaluate where your feelings. If you feel like jealous of somebody, or you feel envious of somebody, or you feel like you're better than somebody, you can check yourself. Check yourself. Can't make people. I remember I was in Jamaica. We went to a funeral, and we were in the funeral. Maybe Jamaican funerals take a long time. You'd be in there for hours. Most the ones I went, how many did I go to? One that I remember. The one that I remember the most. And when we got out of the funeral, the lady who took us there said, well, he just wanted to make sure that he let people know that this was for God and they need to be with God. And I told her, if somebody is not for God, there ain't nothing you can say to make them change their mind. If they're an atheist and they've decided to be that, you can't change their mind. Some people have decided. And hours of being in the church, you can't force somebody to believe, and you can't force somebody who has a strong belief to disbelieve. And you got to respect that. If you're wasting your time. Jealousy and bullying and all of these, they're all sins. And I try to make sure that I check myself, because I know, the tongue is wicked. The heart is, what is it? The heart is weak. The heart is cruel. Emotions will make you do some terrible things. So keep that in mind. And keep planting. And do what you can do. Do what you can do. Do the best you can do. Don't compare yourself to somebody else. This is Jamerica with Jamerica Life. I thank everyone for being with me. And this is the planting of the figs and the bananas. I thank you, and I hope you all garden, or do whatever you want to do that makes you happy, as long as it's not hurting anybody else. Bye, y'all.